when you take a shot at the king, you best not miss.
He's okay. He's my son.
Am I supposed to look at the camera when I'm
No,
talking?
you don't.
You can do both or the if you're talking to the camera, like, hey viewers, or or if it's like a conversation like, hey Chris, you're fat, like kind of one of those things.
Should we let them do the intro?
What's goody boys?
What's good,
y'all boys, and welcome. No, we have a
welcome back to the Bench to Make podcast. I am
no, it's,
not CF3.
We have a different.
And she's not Chris Cortez. But
Baby girl, yeah. Sorry, I gotta sing the mic.
It's okay. It's not like you're on national audience.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's like this. Welcome back to the BTM
Welcome
podcast.
back.
I'm your host,
Welcome
Caleb Fuller.
back.
Welcome back to the
Welcome
BTM.
back.
Bruce, don't walk on the laptop. Don't walk on it.
Okay.
That's a clip.
We have to welcome back to the BTM podcast. I am not CF3,
And I'm not Christopher Cortez.
but we're here on the podcast.
Woo-wee. We got an episode for you guys. So today I'm sitting down with two old classmates. They go to Cincinnati and they go to BGSU. But Emily and Kendra, say hi, guys.
Hi.
Chris, you want to say hi?
Hey, podcast.
Oh, hey to the
Sounds
podcast.
so excited to be here, Christopher.
It's actually, I think,
I'm more nervous than I am excited, to be honest.
Why are you nervous?
Because we have no idea what we're talking about.
That's true. I have some questions though
It's
that
not
I would
about
like to
sports.
ask. So
it's.
it's somewhat about sports.
But we're the interviewers, you're the interviewees. You can't ask us questions.
But
And
that was the whole
last time
intent
we
of
filmed
this
like a
podcast.
non-sporty podcast was my my education class assignment, where I just asked you all those questions.
No, but wait, Caleb, when I DM'd the Bench to Mike podcast, I said that I wanted to interview you guys. So,
Do you want to start off with that, or do you want us to start off with you guys and kind of like get to know the people?
I don't really care.
Probably should know about us first.
Yeah.
Woo! We're gonna get to know about
Get
these
to know
guys.
us.
Okay, starting off. So
Guys,
like,
I'm really nervous.
We're not that interesting of people.
they're really boring. They can't hear me.
What is he talking about?
Exactly.
Right
They
now?
don't have headphones on. I do have headphones on.
So annoying.
Okay, guys. So this is gonna be the most out of pocket, the most unlike our BTM podcasting ever. I mean, this is not. I mean, we're gonna try to talk sports, but keep in mind we got two girls in the room. No offense, but
Oh
we got two girls.
my
who-
gosh!
Okay,
I know
okay.
sports.
I just had to say it. I mean, someone had to say it. Okay, so hey, if you're gonna yell, don't yell into the mic because it just really messes with the audio.
Well, too bad. Sorry, you deserved that. You deserved that one because you were just disrespecting women in their sports knowledge.
No. Okay, what's a touchdown, Emily?
A touchdown is when a
Wrong!
person.
Wrong! Okay.
I'm glad I don't have a mic today.
He didn't even let me finish interrupting.
All right.
Messed up.
All right, Kendra, tell us about your college experience, what you're involved in, and what's kind of going on at Cincy.
Oh, okay. So, I go to University of Cincinnati. I'm in a couple of clubs. I'm in an H2O church. Woo. Go Jesus. And I'm in a dance club called Dance to Enhance. And we dance for children at Ronald McDonald House and just community outreach events. Pretty fun.
What's H2O, like, what does that mean? Like, what does that stand for?
H2O is for, like, living water. Jesus.
It's
Church.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of different churches.
Our school.
Mm-hmm. It's a network of collegiate churches. So there's one at BG,
Okay.
one at Cincy, OSU.
Gotcha.
For
Interesting.
like college kids to stay plugged into like their faith and continue to grow with the Lord.
That's pretty
That sort
fire.
of thing.
I was an FCA at Mount, but it's like non-existent at Bluffton, unfortunately, which I really miss it 'cause I was like pretty well. I wasn't say I was super involved, but when I had free time on Thursdays, because normally we had meetings on Thursdays, but if we didn't have meetings, I would be there. So big sad, but that's cool. So like, I mean, I know you danced all through school, Kendra. You danced all through school. So like, what's that college transition like? From going from like doing it for fun to now you're in college, kind of doing it.
Well, I'm still doing it for fun.
Well, of course, but you
But-
know, I mean, college, it's got to be a commitment. It's got to be a commitment, doesn't it?
Kind of. We only meet for 2 hours each week. It's not like I'm on dance team or anything. Like, we have to go to games or anything. It's just like a fun. It's for people that wanted to continue to dance in college, but not at dance team commitment level. And honestly, I think the dance team pays attention to what major you have. And if you're a STEM major, they don't let you in because classes are a lot.
Wait, what's your major?
I'm medical lab science.
Medical labs. What? So you look over a lab?
I
what's-
look at, like, so say you got your blood drawn or something,
You?
or you peed in a cup. I
Oh.
do the test.
You drink it?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Oh.
I, like, test it for why you're sick.
Oh. What do you think about that, Chris?
I think it's interesting. I job shouted for what she's in right now.
Very true.
I did it a couple years ago. It's a lot. I couldn't get past drawing blood. I love my hospital job. I love what I do at the hospital, but I still can't get past drawing blood. Can't do it.
I gave blood one time. I loved it. It was such a good experience.
Was that through the school? Like
No, I did it at college, but it was through like the Red Cross.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the same thing as the school, so
Oof.
nothing crazy.
Dang.
It's for a good cause. I did it once when I was in high school. It wasn't the best experience because the needle's like this big, and it's
You
just
don't look at the needle.
I watched it go in.
No,
I watched it go all the way
that is
in
a
my
rookie
arm.
mistake number one. You should not watch.
And
the
after
needle go
it's like
in.
my arm felt like it weighed a ton. Like it
You
was
don't
like
look.
frozen.
I didn't look, so you shouldn't have looked.
I watched the entire
That probably
time.
ruined your experience.
I had my arm on one side, and I was clutching Emma's hand on the other side. I forced that girl to come with me because I couldn't do it by myself.
That's so funny.
Okay, so now moving on to Emily. So Emily goes to BG. We covered a couple of BG athletics in terms of hockey, covered football, and we're hoping to cover some basketball in this upcoming season potentially. I definitely want to go. I know I want to go.
Stay
But-
tuned for the homecoming game, though. Kickoff now
yes.
just got announced this week. 5
September
o'clock, so you will
26th.
see your first primetime BGSU
September
game, Caleb.
26th.
I actually
BGSU
can't
homecoming, 102nd,
Yeah.
maybe.
And it's Emma's
102nd
rival
homecoming.
school, too. Old Dominion.
wait. Old Dominion.
That's our homecoming game?
That's our homecoming
Old
game.
Dominion?
That's a
Emma's
fat
rival
dub.
I don't even know that.
That's a fat dub.
school. Well, I'm going to
But-
tell you all about it.
Fat dubs.
Gotcha.
Well, Emily, so Chris goes to BG, and we tried to talk about BG on the podcast, but give us another perspective. What are you involved in? What do you do? What do you think about BG, man?
Well, I think I have a completely different perspective from Christopher since I lived on campus. I know the area a little bit more than he does. He knows some more parts than I do.
Excuse
But
me?
Are you kidding me? Are you us men? You think they're downplaying
No
us
way.
men?
No way. No way.
Chris knows every nook and cranny of every place. That's why he drives
okay,
everywhere we go.
name one dorm room on campus.
One dorm.
Like- A hall that students can live in on
Kreischer.
campus. Okay, what's another one?
Compton.
It's Conklin. Not Compton.
Straight out of Compton.
No, it's Conklin, not Compton.
I knew BG was sketchy.
I think
No.
it's Compton. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
it's Compton.
No, it's not. It's Conklin.
My dad lived in Compton.
It's Conklin.
It's Conklin, dude. Did you hear her? You make sure she understood that?
Conk.
Yeah, Conklin, dude.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, let's talk about my experience at BG. So,
Ridiculous.
I
He's the host of this podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm just
No, look at him and say you're sorry. Look at him with the mic and say you're
I
sorry.
said I'm sorry.
All wrongdoers can be forgiven.
I didn't do anything wrong. I was just sharing my experiences.
No,
So that's okay.
you need forgiveness.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I lived on campus while I was in BG. My major special education. That's what I'm doing right now. I enjoy it a lot. I think we have a great program for it. I love our professors. I'm involved in H2O Church at BG, and I'm also involved in an organization called Soul Purpose. It's a women's organization on campus, and it's just like where women can get together and like talk about faith and talk about God. So I really enjoy that a lot, and both of those things have made my college experience pretty cool and pretty fun. So
That's awesome. Have you two discussed like differences in your H2O church at all? Maybe have you guys like talked about that at all?
There's a lot of similarities between our two churches, but there's not really much difference.
Is there like different beliefs, like in terms of, like there's, like what's it called? Like
Like a denomination.
yeah, like denomination, yeah, kind of like
no,
that.
I think both of our churches are non-denominational, so we share that in common. And then like we do different things. Like we both have like fall retreats, and we both have like women's conferences that we go to or things like that we do, but they don't always happen at the same time, so we never really get to see each other at those things, which is kind of sad, but hopefully it'll change so we can see each other.
Fire.
But, yeah.
Fire. Okay, so.
Oh, Christopher wants the mic.
So on the podcast, we've covered kind of, I guess, maybe bits and pieces of my journey in education, but my journey is a lot different than yours. So I guess what's it kind of like going through the special education program?
I think I've learned a lot from the special education program at BG. I think it's just like our first year we really like talk about the different like disabilities in general and like what entails with each and every one of them.
For sure.
And I feel like you get a better perspective on like what that person goes through in particular and how to like approach them in different things, how you still want to like approach them as a person and not just label them as their disability. And like I think our program has done a better job of like putting my program into blocks like for classes and everything like that, but and I've had good field experiences where I've seen like good example of special education teachers. So yeah, I think the program's just getting better and better for special education at BG. So
awesome. I think we can get a special shout out for Brooks Vostel.
Brooks Vossel. Yep.
Dr. Vostel, we love you, man.
Vossel.
If you're watching this, we love you.
Brooks, you're a real one.
Shut up!
He's great. Christopher and I both had him. 10 out of 10.
So Emily, I mean, we kind of covered you. Kendra, we kind of covered you. I mean, Emily, what kind of questions you got for us today?
Alrighty. So, I have a pretty good question that I think a lot of viewers
If she
would
says
be
it's pretty
curious
good
of.
and it's like low tier, like we do a lot of rankings, and if it's like taken to the woodshed or kind of rank like kind of question,
Take him
then
to the woodshed.
That we're in
that's
right now.
inside joke for the viewers.
The woodshed.
That's crazy. You guys have been making fun of the man hut this whole time.
That's so
You live in here?
out of pocket.
What is this? Jesus!
That's so out of pocket. That's so out of pocket. And that's so
They were.
words.
I said, welcome to my home. I'm like, oh.
That's not what happened, guys.
That's
I'm
not
not
what
one to like
happened at
flame
all.
people on here because I don't know. I'm not one to flame people on here, but like I just my favorite comment that she made. She walks in and she says, "So can someone turn the lights on?" And the lights in here they're on. we all just look at
air
Caleb.
conditioning in here. I didn't know if there was like a lamp or like something to get like. I didn't know how high quality the lighting was going to be for the podcast.
It's a storage shed. I mean,
There's something called like a lamp with the light bulb.
I had one of those. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, what the heck? A ring light for your tripod?
Okay, now she's downgrading you guys. She actually pointed at you and like, don't you have a ring light? I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, can I ask my question now, please?
You know what? After I fight these tears, but okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm nervous.
Okay. Well, this first question is more for like Caleb because I'm just very curious. Okay, Caleb.
Where do you use the bathroom?
No, okay. Here's my question. So, in your videos, because I've watched a few of your videos.
Shout out.
And I've enjoyed the videos that I've watched. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in your videos, you've introduced yourself as CF3.
Yes.
But your Instagram account is CF25 cent.
Correct.
What inspired the change? What does 25 cents mean? Like,
Okay. That's a great question.
What is that?
So I've actually explained that twice in previous
Oh.
episodes. But it was it was a very, I mean, I can't, an hour-long podcast, it was like a 5-second sentence. So
I was
like,
gonna say
it wasn't a very long explanation.
Yeah.
I think I explained the D3 experience, so I'm not sure if you watched that podcast, the D3 experience. It was only like 4 episodes.
Probably not.
Okay.
Sorry, if I'm gonna be so for real.
Yeah, this
probably
podcast
not.
is the better one. I stopped doing that one.
CF25 cent is his stage name. CF3 is his government given name.
Exactly. So what happened was, I went off to Mount, and I had like a friend group of like probably 4 or 5 guys, and we call each other the nice guys. That was like our group name, and we had a group chat called the nice guys. It was because everyone's like, Caleb, you're a player or whatever, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm just a nice guy, and that's how it kind of kicked off that joke.
Gotcha.
Well, one of the guys during one of the Mount Union's practices, they were like clowning on me for like, oh, CF3 whatever, like CF3 drops or whatever, and then one of my buddies was like, no, I see a 25 cent. He's hard, he's tough, because I wore a practice jersey. It was number 25, and so a couple of people that on my team, that in the receiver group, I guess they called me CF 25 cent, and so like now it's not my name isn't CF25cent, but my handle is. So if you go on
Like your Instagram account is CF25cent.
yeah, but if you look up my name, it's Caleb, also known as CF3. That's my name. But if you look up my Cash App, Venmo, if you go at youtube.com/@CF25cent, check me out.
Shout out.
Shout out. Them CF3 will pop up. So CF25cent is really just my handle or like my nickname of my nickname. It was kind of an inside joke that I really liked because it was
So only like your close friends call you that, or like who called? Like
No
Christopher doesn't call you that.
No one calls me that. It's literally a joke that just stuck with me
Okay,
that I really liked.
Okay, gotcha.
So and it's because if you try to look up CF3, it's taken like the Instagram handle, and I wanted to have consistent handles through all my social medias. That's like being a social media person 101, just to have consistent on all platforms.
Valid.
So
It's like Kevin Durant's social media handle being Easy Money Sniper.
is that actually what it is?
Yeah, Easy Money Sniper. I don't know the meaning behind it, but I'm assuming it's probably some type of inside joke, or I live under a rock.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me either. All right, what's the next question?
Oh, shoot. Do you remember some of the questions that I was gonna ask?
You didn't put in your notes?
I like. There's
Podcasting
some like
101.
in my head. Like I was just freeballing.
Do you have any questions prepared?
Yeah.
Do you have any in your notes?
I do. No.
Where are they at?
Up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where mine is. Right
Okay,
here.
but I have mine already. I'm waiting for you guys.
Okay, well, let me just. I know we were gonna ask about your hot takes, like what hot
This
takes
is
you have.
Cold Seats Hot Takes.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, we've done it like.
Yeah, they've done a segment like that, but I don't remember when or what was talked about.
It's only been like probably 4 or 5 episodes. We don't do it consistently, but
Not enough. We got a good one next episode, though. We'll see.
Do you?
like current hot takes.
Yeah, like what's your current
Like
hot
any
takes
random,
right now?
any random.
Yeah,
ones?
any random ones, or it can be like sports one if you want to tie it back to sports, whatever you want. So.
Man, we've had lots of good Cold Seats Hot Takes.
I'm trying to think of.
Oh, I remember the one I had about BG's quarterback. What's his name? Bazelak. Bazelak is the best quarterback in college football when he's like on his best, because like
Was that number 7?
it was something like that. It was about BG.
Okay.
He's
I only know the number.
Bazelak is either insanely good or insanely booty. It was like the Minnesota game. He was going crazy in the first half, and then the second half it was like he didn't even see the first half. It was like went from Tom Brady to freaking what's the really bad quarterback's name?
For the Patriots?
Zach Wilson. Yeah. Zach Wilson. We'll go from that. Tom Brady to Zach Wilson. That's the transition we'll go to.
Yeah,
but
gotcha.
when Bazelak is playing his best game, it was crazy.
That is crazy.
So I think you agree with that. If you're going to, how many BG games are you going to?
I'm pretty consistent. I'm a loyal fan.
Exactly. I see.
I'm pretty loyal.
But isn't that true though? Bazelak is either really, really, really good or really, really, really bad.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the BG team. Period. Like we're either pretty good or like.
The receivers are pretty always stellar.
In the running
Defense is always pretty
The running
consistent.
game's always really good.
Yeah.
It's just the quarterback.
It's probably our defense that just.
Or when you
sucks
put
the most.
Orth in. Oh my gosh! Get Orth out of the game! Get him out!
He's a TikTok star. What do you
No,
mean?
he's not the TikTok guy. That's Finn Hogan.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, wrong guy. Apologies.
He was that one catch against Georgia Tech was crazy. That's the only thing he's known for though.
And then he got hurt and didn't come back.
Any other hot takes that you have? Maybe a
Hot
little bit
takes?
more random,
Man,
so we can chime in.
Okay. Let's think.
BGSU
Up to you.
wins The college football playoff national championship.
This.
We're not even talking about that.
That's such
Shut
a
up.
funny joke, Chris.
Oh, please
Hey,
don't ever do that
all
again.
I know is, in the EA Sports college football video game, your school and our school are 79 overalls. We are equal,
That is
We're
a video
equal.
game,
but we're equal.
and we suck. So what does that say about you guys?
We're in the MAC.
Okay. And
But if Ohio State was in the MAC,
Again.
they'd probably be like maybe an 80 overall because they're in the MAC.
I doubt it.
I bet. They would.
Ohio
the-
State's in the Big Ten.
There's gotta be some better hot takes, brother.
Oh,
Okay.
are you alright?
I just got over a cold, so like my throat's still not like a game.
Oh, yikes.
There's gotta be some better hot takes. Here we go.
Mona Lisa's overrated.
What is that? The Mona Lisa's. Shut up! The Mona Lisa's overrated.
That's a pretty random hot take, but I feel like that's kind of valid. I agree with that.
We're not talking about this on the
I
podcast.
agree with that statement, though, Christopher.
Chris, you're like, Tide Pods tastes good.
It's just a small little painting in Paris.
Is it in Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, guys. Uncultured. Me.
Guys, I'm in charge.
You're
guys.
not talking about any hot take then.
Bruce, what do you got going on, man?
Where's Bruce? We haven't even seen Bruce at all.
He's just laying here. He's a sweet old boy.
I wish he was over here.
You can see him after.
Like right here. Yeah. Come over here, Bruce.
Bruce, get up.
Come here.
I don't want to get up.
Okay. You're just talking.
Oh, can we talk about how you guys became friends? Because I'm so curious.
Honestly,
Like, do you remember the day you guys became besties?
No.
Good. We're both gonna need mics. It's a pretty long story.
You go off with it, cause I honestly, man.
Did we go to? I think we went to preschool together.
Dude,
I feel like we did, maybe.
I went to preschool with them.
I
hope that you guys know that.
Yes,
Dude.
she did. I remember you in preschool. I'm pretty sure we did. Did you have glasses in preschool? Or maybe we didn't.
I didn't get glasses.
He did have glasses in preschool.
I didn't get glasses.
maybe we didn't meet in
until
preschool.
second or third. It might have been kindergarten. No, because we had
Kindergarten, we were friends.
Did we have different times? Wasn't it like different times though?
Then I just
Dude, I
Kindergarten,
honestly,
there was AM and PM.
So I think was I AM? You must have been. PM.
I was AM.
Dude,
I was AM.
I don't know if I remember because I just remember getting. I remember. So I was.
Kendra was PM.
I was because I was Kendra.
Okay.
Kendra dated in kindergarten.
Then it was.
Me and Kendra dated. I remember that, and she.
I remember the stories you always told about.
Yeah.
that,
So how the only thing I remember from kindergarten is I had a bunch of friends at the red table, and I was like, oh man, like, dang, like I'm talking way too much. I'm playing with my blocks and eating glue, and the teacher was like, hey Caleb, stop eating glue, stop talking. And I'm like, nah, teacher, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then she moved me to the yellow table, and so I told my mom, I'm like, don't worry guys, I got friends at the yellow table too. And that's kind of those are my two friend groups, red and yellow table people. And I think Kendra was at yellow table because that's how we started dating.
You remember a lot more in kindergarten than I do.
Let's
Guys, let's bring it back to your guys' friendship, though. Like,
we're rallying it.
Yeah,
In. So honestly, I don't remember how we became friends. I think it was our friend group of Kate Anderson,
Caden Short.
Caden Short. Dropping names here. I'm sorry, guys. Go check them out on Instagram though. If they have Instagrams, we don't know.
do, but I don't know.
And Kendra was in our friend group.
Well, no.
Kendra was in our friend group, but she was there in and out.
Was she
Like,
Princess
'cause we-
Peach?
Yes, because we grew up in elementary, and we played Mario. We
yeah.
role played Mario all through elementary. I was Mario. You were Luigi because because at the time we believed Luigi was older and he was taller than Mario.
Yeah,
So
but you were bigger than me though, from like third grade. Like
I know.
sixth grade.
So it's just it's because he was older. Yeah, I was Mario. He was Luigi.
Luigi, and
Because we thought Luigi was older than Mario, so he was always Luigi.
yeah, and then Caden was
Caden Short was Yoshi.
Yeah, I remember that annoying voice. He was Yoshi. Like, oh man,
That's so mean.
I'm sorry, dude. Hey, he's doing great things now.
Yeah, name dropping is just messed up and then making fun of them.
What?
Name dropping their full name and then making fun of them is crazy.
We've had the same conversations with them about this though. Cause remember when he came to the Arlington Fest and we talked to
That
him?
was like in 7th or 8th
That was
grade.
like freshman year,
I don't remember.
No, that was like 7th or 8th grade.
and we talked to him about it.
Okay. Well, that's still messed up. Hope you know that.
God, you're yelling in the mic. You know it's messed up. You know it's really bad. But
It's
okay,
just my
sorry,
voice.
guys. It's all love to all of our childhood friends, of course. But I'm just saying, it was Yoshi, and then Caden was
Caden was
Toad.
Toad, and Kendra was sometimes Peach.
You were Princess Peach. Kendra.
And then we didn't have enough people for Bowser, so we made him up.
Yeah, I remember. It was always the Rock Hill thing. That plastic rock. It was like, yeah, there's
That-
Bowser up there, guys.
Yeah, I was Bowser's Castle, and Kendra would like be on top of there. We'd have to like rescue her and stuff.
Yeah, dude. Those were the days, man. I feel like
Good
such
times.
a hero.
Oh my goodness, the lore and the storylines we
the
cooked
dad
up,
lore we're
they
gonna
were
have.
insane,
Dude, it was all dude. The
Because
adventures.
sometimes we even wore
adventures.
certain shirts on the days we were gonna
Dude,
role play
we
each.
choreographed this. Man.
Yeah, we
I
did.
mean, we
It was-
discussed.
We could have made a legitimate movie out of this.
Yeah. So honestly, I don't remember a specific moment how me and Chris
I
became
don't.
friends,
That's
but
kind of just like.
that's kind of how it
that's
started.
kinda how it
It
started.
was Mario, our love for Mario.
And then we took kind of a break. I think
Yeah,
I say in sixth grade
we
because
broke up. We broke up like fourth or fifth
Don't worry.
grade.
I broke up with Kendra a few different times in like elementary and stuff, so I get that.
Yeah, but we broke up. I remember the day.
There was
I
a
remember
couple
the day.
times we did.
It was me and Caden, little guy, and Chris. We were all playing Mario, and we ran past the tire swing, but there were little trees next to the tire swing. Chris was looking and stopped playing. He was looking at the guys playing football. I think it must have been Grady or Ty that called you over.
No, but I don't think it's anyone called me over. I just remembered going and playing football one day because I think it was like 6th grade maybe.
I thought it was like 5th grade. It was at 4th.
I think it was probably before that because I just played football and I love playing football, and I saw the big group of guys playing football at recess.
Well, because Chris invited me to come with it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep being Luigi, and
like it was just a monumental step for me playing football with a large group of kids because it was like my first step towards, I guess, manhood.
Yeah, I was still being a boy, I guess. leave your boy friends behind, I guess, little boyfriends.
But
cool.
I'd say that was probably
not mad about it, Chris.
Dude still holds grudges from 5th grade.
Dude, I peaked then. That's what the whole series about Instagram is. Yeah, I got you. No, that was probably when it started.
And probably I'd say we took like kind of a 2-year break, and we kind of came back.
We were friends in like 6th, 7th grade, but then like 8th grade we weren't really friends because I was kind of hanging out with Matthew Horton and all them, like playing basketball. I was kind of in the basketball scene in middle school more.
And then like
track was a big thing.
And then like
freshman year, you were the seniors. I was in the
band.
band. It was like a
sophomore.
Like
we were kind of there because we were both in band, and he finally played football.
Yeah.
But like he was a receiver and I was a lineman, so we never really had any drills together outside of
we never
team
really
stuff.
lost touch though. It was just not.
It was
best
always
friends.
there. But it was like not the connection we have now. But
Yeah, I was just about to say, is your connection stronger now since you've graduated high school than like ever before, or was it like junior and senior year you guys got close and then like you continued as you went on?
I think it's kind of so
college.
After sophomore year, me and Chris no longer had any more gaps, and the cool thing about our friendship is that we just keep growing in manhood together. Like, oh, Chris, I got this job. Oh, Caleb, I got this job. Oh, we're making this milestone on YouTube. Oh, that's so cool, man. Like, let's do the podcast together.
And I'd
say
this in school. It was kind of like an agreement we had too, because we had I remember this very vividly. Before he left for Mount Union, we had a really, really good conversation over the phone. Like, hey, we still want to be friends. We still want to be cool with each other. We don't want to ever stop talking to each other. And so we made it a point to give the friendship a lot of effort when obviously he moved 3 hours away.
Tough.
And I feel like that was like the defining moment. At least for me, that was the defining moment, was when we were like, hey, we still want to be friends with each other.
Yeah.
Let's make it work.
We still called like once a week while I was at Mount. Like we called all the time.
And we FaceTimed like at least twice a week over the spring semester. It was.
So
I think that was, for me, that's kind of like what solidified.
Well, not to be
that.
I honestly I think it might have been before that, at least on my end. Talking about our relationship here, love you, but I think it was honestly your whole medical thing you went through before the football season.
Junior year, or no, that was going into my senior year.
Like that, because you were calling about the medication you were on and everything you were doing medically,
goodness.
and I was like, man, like I'm here for you, bro. And like,
it was horrible.
That was kind of like, man, I love this guy. I hope nothing's bad happened to him. And like I called him like midnight one time, like, hey man, are you good? Because he said like you're going through your symptoms and stuff. I was like, man, you good? And he called me at like 3 a.m. one time.
Yeah.
I didn't answer the one time. I felt so bad, but the other time I did. So. I mean, I always just I think that was a big moment for me in our friendship. It was like I gotta be there for him. So.
Didn't have a lot of people to talk to during that time, but he was definitely one of them, and I forever appreciate that.
Of course. Any more questions?
No, I was just gonna say like that's super. I think that's so cool to see like how your friendship has grown and like hearing you guys talk about the way your friendship's grown and how you've been like intentional to keep your friendship alive. Because I feel like you don't really hear bros talk about like still wanting to have like a genuine friendship. You just be like, oh yeah, I love you, man. But like seeing how intentional you were and like still calling and FaceTiming, like Kendra and I were just saying, like that was a lot more than we talked when we were like apart from each other. While she was in Cincinnati and I was in BG, but like
well, the big thing too, I
cool.
think, is I think there's I think Chris can agree with this too. There's a stereotype and there's a stigma with being like a 18 to 22-year-old college kid and like what you should be doing, what's going on in the world, stuff like that. I feel like me and Chris kind of really broke away from that. Like we're gonna jump on life, gonna jump on our careers and what we want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk very passionately to each other, but like this is what's going on, man. Like this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I every time I have some sort of new YouTube video idea or like we hit a new subscriber goal, a new like goal, watch hour goal, I'm like, hey Chris, man, this is crazy. We gained 1 hour, like whatever. Just any little thing. That's the best thing about relationships too. Is like to make them last, you gotta celebrate the little things.
Yeah. And we just kind of talk about how our workday was sometimes. Like I'll talk about
Oh yeah.
my latest patient at the hospital. He'll talk about how his route running and his work went back at Bluffton. I was gonna say something. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Maybe it'll come back, but
It's all good, man. I know what you're feeling. I got you.
I'm trying to think. It'll come back.
Yeah. But what's crazy is like I've practiced so much with our relationship. Why can't I keep a girl? That's a real question.
Okay, that just sparked my memory. We
Yeah, he's lonely.
no.
Keep him.
Another thing, just him and I share a kind of a common mindset when it comes to having friends.
Okay.
The stereotype
You actually have a
you want to
choice.
have
Okay.
what?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyways, stereotype is it's like people love having large friend groups, but him and I kind of just have that thing where we have our like 2 to maximum of 4 guys that we really appreciate in our friends like that. We just have a really tiny circle, and we just appreciate friendships more than like small friendships more than the large groups of friends, because we like putting effort across a smaller group of people where we can put more effort in rather than try to spread the same type of effort across a larger group of people where it kind of gets fake after a certain amount of people. if that makes any
1000%
sense.
does, yeah. Well, one thing I was telling, speaking of like you guys, I mean I still tell Chris, like I think it was one time you guys went fishing or something, and I was talking to him like I really just miss like the science lab talks with Kendra that we used to have. We used to have some pretty fire science lab talks.
Those were iconic.
Exactly.
What science class?
Oh, it was during 9th period study hall
Yeah.
in Mama Tez's lab.
It
Yeah.
was you, me,
And Emma.
and
Ty would sometimes
Ty
show
would
up.
sometimes be in there, yeah.
But it was iconic during football season.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
That was
It was
probably
so
the
much
best
fun.
part of the year. Best part of the year, hands down. The best part of the day during the football season.
True.
Yeah, that's something I remember fondly. I hold that dearly. So, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I don't forget about you guys. Don't forget that.
Do you forget about us?
What?
I said, do you forget about us?
Absolutely not. Cause, well, I was telling Chris too. I was like, man, I just wish I was nicer to Emily. And then when you get around, when you get around, I'm just like, ugh.
Ugh, she's the worst.
Ugh. Never
Now I
mind.
know I am not nice to her.
Yeah, but we went to the BG versus Minnesota game. That was a really good experience with all you guys. It was such a nice experience, a fun time.
We didn't talk a lot during that experience though. I feel like
But it was just enough. I mean, I like when you're quiet.
It was fine that we didn't talk at all. I didn't really care.
Yeah, the game was great.
That's what you basically just said.
it was
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I'm quiet. So mean.
Correct.
So mean.
I'm not mean. I'm not
That's
mean.
so mean.
Just said it's okay that you didn't talk to us at all.
Well, I was enjoying the game. Do you guys just want to talk during a football game?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked the entire time.
Literally. We would talk about the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would.
What do you want me to say to that, Emily?
I
What do you
don't
what,
know.
okay, Kendra,
I'm
you're
just
laughing.
like-
What do you want me to say to that? I would love to hear you guys have a whole conversation while I'm trying to watch Basil like sling a date.
Okay.
Chris, you understand what I'm saying?
Could have done that.
Kind of.
Christopher kind of ignored us during that game too. Not gonna lie, but
We-
that's okay.
Oh my goodness.
We were locked in.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
It's true. He didn't want to drive us there. It was like a whole
What?
thing. You
Where
said that
is
to us in the
this
car.
coming from?
Yeah, Kendra can attest to this. You did not want to drive us there. You would have rather driven with the boys. Like I get
Oh
that,
my
but like
goodness.
it was pretty tough. I was
It's-
like, oh great, like
It's
we're
Emma
done.
humor. It's
No.
Emma humor.
Oh. What do you mean Emma humor? You were saying
Because
that's
that's the
Emma?
kind. Yes.
No, that was real, and you know it.
Oh my goodness.
But that's okay. It's fine.
All right. It's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna be burned at the stake on camera here. Sorry.
That's how I feel. I feel like
To what? The slow head turn is really dramatic. And for what? Tell me for what?
it adds 4 seconds to the podcast. So
Make that into short. You watch.
clip that. Clip that.
It'll be
Clip
up.
that.
It'll be up
He
by
says
tomorrow.
that
It'll be
so
up by
much.
tomorrow.
Chat, clip that. Emily, any more questions for us? You gotta have some more.
Gosh, I'm trying to think. Okay. So, we were kind of talking about this off the podcast before we started, but like the workload between like your YouTube channel and everything like that? Because
Crazy.
you were solo on your own, Caleb. What made you want to bring Christopher into the mix of like
So low on my own. That's crazy. Go ahead.
like I don't know, like you were making content on your own, like while you were at Mount Union, all that other stuff. So like, what made you want to bring Christopher in to like do a podcast, and like how do you split that workload between the two of you?
Yeah, so it was really one of those like boy conversations of, so me and Chris talk about like a lot of what if stuff, like what if we'd go to this, or what if we do this and such. And Chris one day was like, dude, we should start a podcast and like talk about sports events and stuff. And I was like, and I honestly, it was one of those conversations where I didn't think it'd ever come through like to fruition.
Yeah, me too. Honestly.
But I was like, dude, I got an extra like $500 in my bank. Let me look into like what how would that work? Because I didn't understand the software and the everything that kind of goes into like podcasting. I looked up, I'm like, this is super easy. I could totally do this. And so I ordered it all. And I told Chris, hey, I just ordered podcasting equipment. We're going to do this podcast. And then me and Chris probably spent like 2 hours trying to think of an idea. And we're like, let's screw it. We'll just chat GPT it. And came up with like 5 or 6 ideas, pull up a drawing board, and we just settled on Bench to Mic podcast.
Yeah, we did.
That's exactly what happened.
And then I think the very first episode we did, we kind of just covered how we started it. We were just like, you know what? We go to all these games, and we talk about them afterwards, about what we liked, didn't like, how it... Oh, did you want this back?
No, I remember watching that video. That's all I was gonna say. So.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, appreciate it. And we kind of were just like, you know what? Since we talk and have these great conversations, let's just pull up a camera and record it.
Exactly.
It'd be a great conversation to have on camera. And then that's kind of just how it started.
For sure.
And he chat GPT'd and AI generated a great logo, in my opinion, which is translated great on the hoodies that we got.
Love it. Now, in terms of the workload, I mean, Chris split it. So, obviously, I'm the editor. I record. I kind of plan out the recording process and kind of what I want to do. But Chris does a good job. He plans the events. He drives us. He gets the tickets. Obviously, I pay him back, and we make that work and everything. But
Figure out the parking.
He is. We'll leave 3 hours early just to get a good parking spot.
Absolutely.
I call Chris the dad of the friend group of us two. I'm basically the mother.
Don't be mistaken. We would camp overnight if we were allowed to.
Chris is like that, like seriously. But yeah,
We would be boondocking in the parking lot.
we would be. But that's literally the workload. It's like I do all the media, and he does just all like he comes up with the ideas for the trips, he plans the trips, he pays for everything, and then
And kind of like the ideas for the podcast.
Oh, he does Chris has some fire. I mean, the last probably 4 or 5 episodes have been his ideas.
Yeah.
But that makes it easy on me because I'm planning out my personal stuff. Plus, I'm doing PR stuff right now with Bluffton. So it really takes a huge load off my back trying to plan out an hour-long episode, which he has great ideas for.
In terms of the podcast and the vlogs we make, I would say we balance out pretty great. He makes up for the stuff I lack in, and then vice versa for me. I feel like we bounce off each other pretty strongly there in that aspect.
The dynamic duo.
And everything's been getting better and better. I feel like every single episode. Well, the Browns game is going to be pretty hard at the top.
Yeah, the Browns game was pretty
But like
fire.
ever since then, though, it's been without the Browns game. I'd say every single vlog and every single podcast has been getting.
We
better
should do an
and
episode
better.
with them. They should like film their perspective at like the homecoming game.
Wait, why was the Browns game bad?
It was the best.
It was
Oh,
the
it was the best. I thought you said bad. Sorry,
Yeah,
apologize.
the vlog got like 10,000 views and like 600 watch
that vlog
hours.
was pretty fun. I enjoyed watching that one.
Thank you.
Not even like from a viewing standpoint. Just the fact that the implications of the game. The Browns needed to win to make the playoffs. It was Thursday night football. It was. I looked at.
It was cold.
It wasn't that cold actually, but the stadium was over capacity. It was like 101, 102% capacity. So it was more than a sellout. There were people literally just chilling in the aisles, in the stairs going down
Did
to
that
the
game
seats.
get them to playoffs, or was that a
Yeah, it
different
did.
game?
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I thought. See,
Yeah, and the
I know
light
some
show,
things
the
about football.
noise. It was all the podcast and the game. It had everything. It had Elijah too.
I love
Period.
Elijah.
Yeah,
Pretty
we
iconic,
love you,
honestly.
Elijah.
So are we going to the Mud Hens game? Are you still,
Without us,
do
unfortunately.
you guys want to go?
We weren't invited to the Mud Hens game.
Dude, imagine all 5 of us
We're
going.
Never invited to anything.
You guys want to come to the London game with us?
Well, it's so last minute now.
When
Well,
is
we
it?
haven't bought any tickets or anything.
It's July 20th.
No, because we want to.
Saturday. Wait, but then.
So.
Oh my gosh, then I can get out of that.
Oh yeah, good.
Well,
Oh my gosh, she gets out of that thing, guys.
You gotta love the fake friend or the fake family commitments you got, and then you just kind of come up with some weird excuse why.
It's
We all know
not
that's
a
what it
family
is.
thing,
That's gotta be
guys.
what
It's
it
not a
is.
family thing.
It's
Do you
it's
guys know
always-
what's going on
it's
this
always the
weekend
people-
in our town?
What?
Arlington
Oh,
Fest?
Yeah, Arlington Fest.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well,
I
yeah,
just
I
didn't
know.
feel like being explicit with
You
it.
guys wanna come with us?
I don't know.
It's Saturday night. It's
Saturday Night Live.
Fireworks at a post-game concert. Who doesn't like music and fireworks? This is America,
post-game
guys. Come on.
concert?
Do you guys not like America?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who's the concert?
I don't know.
I'm there for the. I'm there to record.
Some starving
Guys,
Marvin on
I
the corner,
remembered
some
another
random
question.
schmo picked off the streets. I
Guys.
don't know.
The entire
I-
question though.
Oh, are we coming to the game? I
Yeah.
don't know. To be determined.
Oh my.
To be determined. Stay tuned for the Mudhens vlog dropping next
if
week.
we're not in it,
We'll just have to wait
Featuring
and
us,
watch
too.
and see.
And Elijah.
if we're
and
not in
the
it,
girls.
apologies. Maybe the girls.
And the girls. not me.
Maybe.
And the girls.
Maybe.
What's the question?
Okay, so I was thinking about this. So like, as you guys are getting older, like you're almost 21. That's what I'm saying.
Make fun of my house.
Okay.
Make fun of my age.
Okay, no, this is a good question. Listen, so as you're getting older and you're going to these games, experiencing more like adult things, like do you think you're gonna try like more like signature alcoholic beverages at like stadiums, or like do you think you're gonna be into that stuff, or
That's
like
a great question.
what do you think? Like how will you grow in that?
In terms of content, probably no. We really try to stick with family friendly in terms of BTM.
Valid.
We're gonna stray away from like alcohol consumption at games, like on camera and that stuff. We just don't want to show any of that. Goes for smoking too, or anything that involves any drug use. We don't do that kind of
I mean,
stuff.
personally, I don't drink at all, so like that'd be very out of pocket for me in terms of like just so against what I do. But also, I really just enjoy kind of like the food segment. Like, I don't think it.
I enjoy the food segment.
Like, oh, like this beer's really good. 12-year-olds, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like they can't relate. So it's like I'd much rather they do the
Yeah.
chicken tender basket and be like, "Okay, kids, chicken tenders."
So to answer
Yeah.
your question with that, that's kind of how we do that. We just do the food segment. And if
Gotcha.
we get
I do know that.
like a nice little fountain beverage, like a Coke or something, and one of those little all you can drink beverage things that we got at the Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays, the Sprite was so
We'll review
good.
that too. Except for the plum sauce.
plum sauce.
You want a Howie
Where
roll,
was-
kid?
Where was their plum sauce?
You want some plum sauce with
Wait.
your Howie roll, kid?
See, I can never get a word in. When
Emily,
they, like,
shut up.
weirdly
We're
answer.
talking.
I was asking where was their plum sauce.
So they gave us,
Blue Jays game.
for the Blue Jays
Oh.
game, they gave us a giant 3 chicken tender and fry basket.
Well,
We're
I
like,
knew
"You want
that
some plum
much.
sauce?"
I watched that
No, they
video.
didn't ask. They just
Oh.
gave it to us for free. They just gave everyone a free
Yeah.
little plum sauce packet, and it was like, plum sauce, and it even had French on there. And I was like, oh, it feels so French Canadian. You know what I'm saying? And
What?
I didn't feel I wasn't living La Vida Loca when I
Living the
when I ate the
vida.
plum sauce. I was not living La Vida Loca.
Chris, I said in this last podcast, or 2 podcasts ago, Chris said like, he's like dipped, he's like, this is really bad. And he just kept, no,
He does keep going with that. He
this is like-
does.
like,
He does. He does. Like he'll say something's gross, but then like he'll keep eating it. Like,
like,
why do you keep
this-
eating it?
this is not good.
This is nasty. But like I'm gonna eat it all and scrape it up. Like,
Giving it, sorry. It's called giving it a fair shot. I had to give the plum sauce a fair shot, even though it was absolutely atrociously bad.
Bro finished the sauce. It's like, this is terrible. He's like slurping it up. He's slurping it like pudding. It's like, oh. I'm like, oh man.
oh gosh.
Chris.
Still not as bad as a Howie roll, though.
No. Can't be bad as higher roll.
Oh my gosh. You want to know what that kind of reminds me of, that plum sauce thing? So I watched your Canes challenge. What's the Canes
Oh.
challenge? What's that guy's name?
Sam Sulik.
Something.
Sulik.
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 Okay, so I watched that video. Honestly, thought it was hilarious. If I'm gonna be so for real, like I thought it was funny. But anyways, what grossed me out the most though about that video was Christopher freaking licking up all of the sauces. That like watching that grossed me out.
I had to 100% that challenge. Thank you very much.
Imagine sitting next to him trying to eat your own food while watching that.
I had to 100% that. It's like when you play Lego Star Wars and you don't get the true Jedi thing. when you get
Comparing
the
it to
poison
Lego
in the-
Star Wars is
True
crazy.
Kane? Bro, not even the viewers wanted to see that.
No, it was literally
They saw
Christopher.
a man 100% a Sam Sulek Raising Cane's challenge. I won.
Christopher, you literally picked up the lid and licked it. Like, that's disgusting.
I finished it.
Okay, also, I have a little tip for you guys, too.
I don't think I licked it.
So,
I think I used a spoon.
when you guys went to Buffalo Wild Wings and you did, like, the wing challenge or whatever,
Never again.
here's a little tip. I feel like your drinks that you get, they cause you to, like, they have more calories in them. So, like, you got a sweet tea and you got, like, a Coke or something, like, or you got water. You got a sweet tea. And, like, you got to get, like, water so that you can get more, like, food in your system. Because water doesn't count as anything.
I'll admit it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Probably had water.
that's a
fair point.
tip for your next food challenge if you want to win.
Yeah, I had what 26. You had
You had 22.
you had 26.
I had 26. He was cooking me. I was tapped out at 26. Maybe like what 3/4 of the way through the video, dude was still cooking.
Yeah,
He was still cooking.
but yeah,
I was just off the.
yeah.
I didn't see
the
that.
sugar. The sugar does build up in your stomach for sure.
And then it was for me.
For me,
The Buffalo Ranch. The Buffalo Ranch.
it wasn't a Buffalo Ranch.
It goes honestly. Whoa! We got paparazzi in here. You need my autograph or something? Look at all these mics in my face. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not telling you who I'm voting for in the election.
Stop! We're not talking politics
get political.
right now.
Anyway.
No, we're not getting political.
Anyways,
Absolutely not.
honestly, the Buffalo Ranch was so bad. I guess here's my hot take of the day. I would eat the Toronto Blue Jays plum sauce over a Buffalo Ranch chicken.
You had 3 of them, Chris.
That's like crazy.
I would eat a Blue Jays plum sauce chicken chunk over a Buffalo Ranch beat up chicken chunk. That's my hot
Sauce
take
is
of the
so
day.
weird. It's like strawberry shortcake. Like what?
Disgusting. Disgusting.
So that's really gross.
Like some type of news article tomorrow. Oh, Chris said this. He's such a bad person. Right?
That's not what I was saying. I was just
So
saying how plum sauce is
here's
so
little-
random
little
for like
si-
Canada.
Sidebar conversations over there.
We barely had.
I'll be able to
any.
hear it later in the podcast when I.
We
edit through.
barely had any.
We've had a few.
Should make
Yeah,
should make a little short
kinda,
of all
but-
their little.
You should
Short,
not.
intensify the audio. Make a short.
Or
Oh.
maybe like put a tally mark each time they have a sidebar conversation.
That'd be hilarious.
Hey, I thought of a question.
Yes.
So your merch, you don't really sell that though.
When do we get some?
The
Well-
the BTM merch.
Yeah. Like, where do you sell it?
So right now I'm just going through an independent, like a singular shirt shop. It's actually one of my ex-girlfriend's uncles.
Ooh.
he makes really good quality clothing. Do you guys want a hoodie or a shirt?
Oh, you have some for sale?
No, I could reach out to my guy. Like I could text him right after the podcast and hey, I want. And it's pretty cheap too. It's like $10, $20, something like that. Pretty good.
We still have to pay.
Yeah, you get it for free?
Yeah, duh. We're guests. We're guests right now.
I'll consider it.
You want us to represent or not?
Yeah, for real.
I bet you'll throw in it. I bet you'll like wipe your butts with it or like throw it away probably.
I have more respect for my butt than that.
That's crazy. Clip that. Chat clip that.
Oh my
That-
goodness. Emily,
That was a good one.
Kiss of death. He's gonna put it on his Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
YouTube, the Patreon, the other sites we got.
Wow. My
Comment
ego.
right there. That comment right there. It's getting plastered everywhere.
Stop.
It's
I
probably gonna
do-
be put on the YouTube channel
Oh my
banner.
gosh.
I'm actually just gonna delete the channel. I'm deleting
Delete the channel.
I'm deleting the channel. I'm calling it quits,
Your
guys.
20,000 subscribers would be very upset with you.
That quote's gonna end up in his bio.
My butt deserves more respect than that. What kind of channel is this?
Guys. I've asked some pretty good questions, not gonna lie. You should admit that.
Yeah. Fire.
questions.
Great.
Fire.
Great.
Fire
Very
questions.
happy.
Kendra, you have any questions for us?
No, we came up with questions together.
Oh.
Yeah.
A-
We were
a-
kind of
a
like
collaborative-
collaborating.
a
Yeah, we were
collaborative-
collaborating together.
Cool.
So.
All right. Well, I think we will be getting out of here pretty soon. You guys have any social media you want to shout out or anything? Anything you guys want to shout out?
Not really. Sorry.
What are your
Okay.
guys?
I'm private.
What are your guys'
We're private.
predictions for your university's football teams?
Do you want me to be realistic or
Cincinnati,
hopeful?
Big 12. This is a Power 4 student right here.
We're gonna suck.
Uh-oh.
Last year was a rebuilding year, and this year it's also gonna be a rebuilding year. It's not gonna be good.
Not as good as our season this year. I can tell you
No,
that much.
you guys are gonna lose too.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Have you seen the ratings on NCAA 25? We're equal.
No.
But, like, you're in the Big 12 and we're in the MAC, so that means we had an easier schedule than you.
Or, yeah,
So if
I don't know.
Easier schedule, that means like
No, we have an easier schedule. That means that we're going to be better.
So that means that, yeah.
And they
So
didn't
that
even
means that
make
we're
a
better.
Bowl game. They didn't even make a bowl game, and we did.
Okay, that was last season. I thought we were talking about this season.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
we
valid point.
improved.
So do we. But we're
You
not going
won't
to be
have
great.
as many wins as us this year.
But that's probably true because one of our guys, he had like clots in his lungs or something. So
I'm very
that
sorry.
really sucks.
Yeah, that's.
I hope you feel bad now.
That's not good.
Move, Emily, give us your hot take.
Alrighty, so
Thanks, Emily. Chris.
rude. Anyways, BT football to me is always up and down. You can never really get your hopes up too high for that because just when you think they're gonna win, they will blow it in the last second and then we'll lose to Toledo. So it's pretty messed up.
Rip your heart out.
Yeah,
Throw it
literally.
on I-75 and the run over with the team busting with the Mack truck following right behind.
Literally. So you know what? I think we're gonna be up and down like we usually are. But you know what? I'm still gonna go.
Playing with the truck.
I'm still gonna root for them. I'm still gonna go through the roller coaster ride with them. So I feel like we're gonna be pretty average, low key. So, yeah.
Chris, how do you think BG's gonna do, man?
Okay. Honestly, realistic expectations. Realistic expectations. Either
Go ahead.
We're waiting.
8-4 or 9-3, and
We were supposed to give a
they will
record.
be in the MAC championship, and I think they got a good chance of winning outside of Miami.
That's crazy.
I think they could win a MAC championship,
That's insane.
I would like to see it happen.
but I think 9-3 is the ceiling. 8-4 is the expectation.
I think Bluffton University will go 10-0 in the HCAC. I think we're gonna win the
That's funny.
conference. Do you guys know who just transferred there?
Nope.
Who, like John Elway or something? Isn't he? Or like Peyton Manning transfer there?
Peyton Manning.
Even better. Even
That's
better
hilarious.
than Tom Brady, or is he better than Tom Brady?
It's CF3.
Oh my goodness, you're
crazy.
right.
Oh my gosh. What?
My goodness.
That 20,000 yard receiving season.
20,000 yards would be insane.
20,000 yards?
Yeah,
20,000 catches.
I have to match the subscribers, so yes, 20K.
20,000 is insane.
The entire playbook
Where's
is
the
CF3 right,
play?
CF3 left.
Where's the play-by-play of that film? 20,000.
I can show you guys my
In
highlights.
one game?
Have you seen my highlights? Oh no,
In
they haven't.
college?
Yeah, I'll show you my college highlights. I'll show you my college after this. I'll show you my college highlights.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I'm excited for the NFL season to start, low-key. I'm
Yeah.
a Bengals fan, so looking forward to it.
Shout
I know
out.
you're a Bengals fan. I didn't know that too much, but, like, I kind of knew. but,
So rude, dude. You're
But
old.
honestly-
Your house sucks. I guess we could share the same team.
No, but I love the Bengals, so I'm excited
No, you love
for
Joe
football
Burrow.
season.
You love Joe Burrow.
I love more people than just Joe Burrow. I hope you know that. I can name you other players on their team right now.
Good.
Evan McPherson, Sam Hubbard, Jamar Chase. Let me think about someone else. Oh, Hendrickson, Trey Hendrickson. Yeah, T. Higgins. T. Higgins is still there. I love T. Yeah, there's some more. But
I am.
She named the kicker, dude. She's
I
a
love
fan.
our kicker.
He's fire.
I love our kicker
Diehard
so
fan.
much. I
fire.
love,
I love his ego.
him.
I want you to try to guess. So I wear number. Should I tell her the number or no? I'm not telling you the number.
Was it like 80 something?
It's 80 something.
Oh.
No,
But I wear this jersey number because of him. But he's
Like the current player or like past players?
he just got off the Bengals and now.
Oh my gosh!
You know,
I
now
think I know who
he's
you're
with the
talking
Titans
about.
now.
Oh my gosh!
Still
Who
gonna
is
Receiver.
this?
He was there. He was there like during AJ
Oh my gosh,
Green.
I
He was there
know-
for a long time.
I know who he's talking about because I remember him leaving and I was really sad.
He was known as they called him Mr. Reliable. He caught every single ball during the season except he dropped his first one in the Super Bowl.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to name him. So you better
Tyler
just-
Boyd.
Ah,
Tyler
yes.
Boyd. Yep.
I know who you're talking about.
That's why we're 83. 83. So
Yeah.
yes, sir. That's why
I
see it
remember
towards
seeing that
83.
post. It was sad.
Fire. Yeah, I'm big sad about it. I love Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, we love Tyler Boyd on the BTM podcast.
We do. We do love him dearly.
Definitely, the Bengals are gonna go farther than the Jets. Just saying, the
No.
Jets are garbage.
What?
I think the Jets are so garbage.
What?
Yeah, and you know that too. You just
Do
you just
know
root
who
for them
the-
for
Do you
whatever
know who
reason.
the Jets have? Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is ancient. Sorry. Aaron Rodgers needs to retire.
You know who else they have? Sauce Gardner.
Oh, he's,
Irrelevant.
he's from Cincy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. Kendra
Um,
thinks he's cool. He's from Cincy. He's a Cincy boy.
I don't know.
You know who else they have?
You know who's a Cincy
Garrett
boy?
Wilson,
Sam
too.
Hubbard.
Oh,
The Cincinnati
he's
kid.
he went to Ohio State, didn't he?
Yeah, but he also is from Cincinnati.
Oh, didn't
Hope you know that. Yeah.
Well, he's not going to be the Jets.
Yes, he is.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he is. That guy is an animal.
Washed.
An absolute no.
All right, guys. So we're gonna close out here. It's been a great part of the episode, great segment. We appreciate Emily and Kendra coming on. If you guys want to see them again, leave a like, leave a comment. Emily and Kendra, you have any closing words?
It was good to be here. Good to catch up, have good conversation.
Always good to have conversations with good old friends.
Yeah. Let's say long time no see, but it's been fun.
Are you gonna share the mic with Kendra so she can say her closing words?
I was gonna say the same thing. It's fun being here. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Absolutely.
Even though you didn't know about it until yesterday.
Literally, he
it was-
didn't know about
It
it.
was about an hour ago, actually.
Not an hour ago, like yesterday maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Chris,
Tune back in for when we go to the Mud Hens game with the girls.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Not for sure.
No, not for sure. I say will be for sure.
we'll just pick you up and take you.
We'll take the Impala.
Buy my ticket?
We'll take the
How
Impala.
much are tickets?
Like $10 to $18
Oh, that's
on the
not
Mud Hens website.
That's
That's
not bad.
including taxes.
Okay. Well, we'll get into that later, guys. Appreciate you boys watching. Chris.
Oh wait, I was gonna ask another thing.
Say what I said backwards. Because we're rewinding that.
It's okay. We can ask you off
No,
the podcast.
no, go ahead.
No.
No, we'll cut it up. Don't.
Sorry. What I was gonna say is because you usually start off your introductions with "What's goody boys,"
What's
but like,
good, y'all boys?
yeah, do guys actually talk to each other like that? Because I feel like that's I can see guys saying like "What's good," but not like "What's goody boys," and also not all your viewers are boys. Like when I watch that, I'm
Every
like,
girl
ugh.
that's watching my video says that. So I say,
girls walk up to you and say that.
yeah. I mean, I have friends that watch.
Oh, gotcha.
What's good, boys?
It's good, y'all boys. No, it's honestly it's from 2015. Like I was like when I wanted to be a YouTuber. I was like in 6th grade. I was like, oh, I want to be. And everyone in 2015 was like, what's good, y'all guys, and welcome back to the channel. And I've been saying that since I was Comedy Caleb back in 7th grade, and I can't stop saying it.
Gotcha.
And so now it's become kind of like a trademark. I don't think it could be a CF3 video without what's good, y'all boys.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like it's kind of like my thing now?
It is. It's just kind of cringe when I watch it sometimes, Loki.
And-
Sorry. Like, just from a viewer standpoint, it's hot take. Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
It is.
That's the hot take that your videos are cringe.
No, just the What's Goody
Emily?
Boys.
Emily,
Those are
let's-
cringe.
The what's-
That's the hot take.
Emily, let's say something here. So my man hut sucks. I'm
That's
old.
not.
What was the other thing she said? I'm old.
The lie-
Oh, I guess you'd be a Bengals fan, and now you're cringe.
The
And
saying.
the lighting.
The saying.
Chris, go ahead and give us your outro, man.
Oh, we're just cutting it off here. All right. Well,
We're cutting it off. We're done.
wherever you
We're
are,
done.
have a great morning, noon, afternoon, and night. God bless you guys.
God bless you.
Be smart, stay safe, and take care.
Peace.
We'll catch y'all boys next time.
Bye.
Peace.